hilarious. That makes you like, yo, man, is this her trying to take control of the situation? I think part of that is part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that he just sort of left it open. Mm-hmm. He's like, this is, it doesn't, she never tells you. Mm-hmm. So it's just left up to you to interpret that. And you know what I thought was interesting? He was being interviewed. Mm-hmm. And the woman interviewing him, she was like, how do you write women so well? And he's like, and he goes, well, I like them. He's like, I was never the guy that would hang out with the dudes and just, oh yeah, women. Mm-hmm. He instead was like, I wanted to hang out with them and talk to them and just be their friends because they're more interesting. And I could never do those conversations with the guys. So I thought that was a pretty interesting thing for him to say.
And just very matter of fact, too. Yeah,
I like him. I mean, I don't know how far that goes, but I don't know. I guess also, too, it showed a lot on his part that he was able to trust Isabelle in this role.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously you should. She's one of the best actresses around. I mean, probably one of the greatest French actresses. I mean, you argue with that, but, I mean, of her generation, maybe. And so, I don't know. I like that he just let her find this character. It would have been really interesting to be on set. Just to see the process and how they moved. And, I mean, the camera is a little bit like a shark in this movie. It's very handheld.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, gosh. Hey, how about this? Let's take a quick break. I know I'm jumping in this, but let's take a quick break, and we come back, we'll talk more Elle. Or her. Or she. Depends where you're at. All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. Jonny Numb, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, please, I can't wait.
We're doing a Movies, Films, and Flicks tournament, which you can vote on Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook. We'll have run this one already by the time you hear it. Mm-hmm. But you can go to the page, and we have a ton of fun tournaments, votes. I put a bunch of cheeky stuff up. It's a very positive, nice site. There's not a lot of smack talk, right? It's a nice place, Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook.
No. Seriously, Mark, it's one of my, usually I wait for stuff to pop up on my feed. Movies, Films, and Flicks is a place I actually go to actively look for new stuff. So, yeah. Nice.
It's fun. Like, I try to have a good time with it.
The polls are off the chain, man.
They're so easy and fun, right? They're just a good time.
And I'm glad Joey Pants won the free throw tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, he crushed it. I thought Jim Carrey had it. I was like, this is really surprising for me.
True confessions, I've never seen The Cable Guy.
You would like it. It's very weird. It is. It will make you feel very uncomfortable, and I think you'll appreciate that.
That's what I heard. Like, when it came out, people were like kind of cringing at it because it was darker than they thought it was going to be.
It's pitch black.
All right, then I'll love it. Probably I'll check it out.
All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to do, this is random, but we're going to do a video game adaptation tournament. Video games that were turned into movies, since this movie focuses on video games.
I gotcha.
All right, so pick a number between 1 and 2. 1 or 2, not 1. I did that once and Levingo goes 1.5. All right, so 1 or 2.
I'll pick 2.
All right, you get first pick.
Silent Hill.
Oh, I think you just won with that one.
I love that movie.
You're a cheater.
I won fair and square, man.
I'm joking. I'll go Street Fighter.
Okay. I'm going to go with... I'll just go with Resident Evil.
Oh, man. I've definitely lost. I'm going to go with Mortal Kombat, because I enjoy that. And that's going to be covered on the pod.
Okay. Shoot. How about Sonic the Hedgehog, even though I haven't seen it?
People love that movie.
Great. I've heard some good things about it, yeah.
Jim Carrey going 90s Carrey.
That's true. I mean, that's what I think people want him to do now, so yeah.
All right, so it's... you know what? I'm going to do this. Megan and I covered this movie on an episode, and it's a movie that I very much so enjoy. And I'm going to say the latest Tomb Raider with Alicia Vikander.
Ooh, okay. All right.
You know that the sequel is being written by Amy Jump?
Oh, for Ben Wheatley's partner.
Yeah. That is a wonderful idea.
Oh, man. If they got Ben Wheatley to direct it, ooh, wow.
I mean, Vikander's cool. She gets it. Like, that movie made a ton of money, so I'm saying that one.
All right. Most of them are bad.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yes. I'm just thinking about Cecil B. Demented when Melanie Griffith yells at the executive, "Did you just greenlight another movie based on a video game?" No, let me go for the all-time stink bomb here, even though I saw it in theaters, and that's the last time I saw it, Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, goodness. That is a grimy little movie.
Yeah. It was certainly not the game I grew up with, that's for sure.
Everyone hates Need for Speed, but I enjoyed that movie. But I don't know if I'm going to pick it yet. Let's see. This is tough, man, because I'm looking through them, and I don't really want any of them.
I think I need to pull up a online assistant to help me with some titles because I'm drawing blanks now.
So Timothy Olyphant's in one of the Hitman movies. That's pretty cool. And I'm a big Timothy Olyphant fan.
You know what? I actually like the first one.
Oh, with Olyphant and Olga Kurylenko?
Yeah, I was surprised at how much. I thought it was a good, it was like a 3-star good action movie.
I wanted Olyphant to have a better role.
Yeah, his character was a bit flat by design, but yeah.
I mean, you already beat me here, so I gotta pull something out of my hat. I gotta make a move. You know what I mean?
No, make your move, man.
I gotta make
sweep the whatever.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg, yeah.
You know what? I'm losing, so I'm just gonna take Need for Speed because I like that movie.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
This turned out tougher than I thought.
You know what, Mark? You know what I was expecting from you is Cat Squad movies. And I was like, I could name 5 cat movies off the top of my head. Video game movies, not so much. All right, let's go with our good friend Uwe Boll, and I'm going to say Postal.
What?
Actually, I will say this. I recently picked up Postal on Blu-ray. I actually like that movie, though I have no idea. I've never played the game. So
I hear it's just insane, right? It's not.
Yeah.
All right. My last pick is Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. The reason being is just go to YouTube and type in Chris Klein, Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li, and just watch the supercut of his performance. It is wonderful. It makes me so happy.
All right.
So, I mean, he just plays this guy called Nash. And when he's talking about people, he's like, they walk through raindrops. And he's like kicking motorcycle tires, and he's just talking like this. What's the deal, fellas? Like just walking around. I mean, the scenery is like a piece of pie from American Pie, and he's just eating it.
You know what? The thing with Chris Klein is I will never not associate him with Paul Metzler from Election. He is just Paul, that adorable doofus. Yeah.
You know, he was just a high schooler then, and then he got picked. We have a good episode about that. We talked all about it. And yeah, he was just a high schooler that got picked up for it, and then his career started. Yeah,
everybody was fantastic in that movie, but he was good at playing like just a big dumb lug of a guy, but he's got a good heart too, so you know.
Super earnest. I think that's what he's really good at.
To a fault, yeah.
Now, I think I've been on screen with him in American Reunion. I was an extra in that. Really.
I think I saw the GIF you made out of that.
I'm the background guy. I've been in a lot more of it. They ADR'd a line into my mouth. They took money from me. So there's a scene where I'm pouring wine. For some reason, they had a guy pouring wine that couldn't do it.
Okay, all right.
I don't know why. He just couldn't pour wine. So I was like, I can pour wine. But it was cool. It got me in front of like all the major people. And then on set, if you're an extra, it's good for people to know your name.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I don't know any of these people. I have 40 of them. Hey, Mark, come here. So you're you'll watch a scene and why is that dude there, and there? Oh, because the ADs knew his name. But yeah, so there's a scene where I'm pouring wine, and I can't find it, a clip of it. But I'm like, tell me when. I could have gotten paid.
I was gonna say, Mark, it was someone else's voice though?
Yeah, someone just tell me when.
I gotta watch American Reunion now so I can witness this.
Yeah, the party scene. I was also, the first time I was ever an extra, I was on a TV show called Teen Wolf, and I was a swim coach. I was a featured extra, so you get paid more.
Right.
So the night before, I had to go out and buy some swim shorts. I was like, what do swim coaches wear? So I bought some like swim stuff and everything. And what I didn't know at the time is because I was really green in the industry. This is like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, we got a swim coach here. He's like a featured extra. Let's just give him a line. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, it's fine. But I didn't know that if I did that line, I would have gotten like 1,500 up front and then 1,500
Ooh.
again, and I would have gotten like SAG.
Okay.
And then they're
right.
like, we don't have time. But I should have been like, yeah, I'll do it real quick. Like, oh, give me. I should have pushed for it more.
I was going to say, how many takes would you need for that one line? So, yeah.
Hey, guys, swim. Probably 47, because I'd be a terrible actor.
Yeah.
Freeze up, become like Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights, lifting my hand up in the air.
You know what, Mark? I will say this: the thing of you, in the following.
Oh yeah, I'm a cop.
Was fantastic. I was like, you know what, Mark would be good for these more physical, physical roles. I could see you playing a cop.
I've been a goon several times. So I was working on the following. They brought me in because the cops they had were too small. So they just threw me and the stunt coordinator into outfits.
Yeah.
I was working on Hunger Games 3, okay. And I was in charge of a bunch of baby PAs in a hotel. And then they're like, we need somebody tall and skinny. So like, get Mark. So they brought me in. They put me in one of those outfits. And then I had to play dead when they, in the third one, when they drop down into the place and you see all these stormtroopers laying there dead from smoke. I'm one of them. Okay. And they made sure to put me in the most uncomfortable position ever. All the other guys fell asleep. I'm like cramping. And then I was working on a show called Resurrection, and they needed a goon to drag Omar Epps out of a place. Okay. So they put me in a suit, me and this other guy, and Omar Epps gets drugged, and then we just grab him by the arm and we drag him out.
Yeah, so it seems like you got kind of a niche going there. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? This is another funny thing. I was in Odd Life of Timothy Green. They just it was a parent day. You took your kid to work day, so they gave me a kid. I was like one of they knew my name. That's why they did it. Yeah. And I had a scene where no one else could like pick the kid up and down every scene because it was like 20 takes. So they just brought me in, and you can see me in the background just lifting the kid up to grab something. So yeah, I'm like if you need an extra who can lift things or drag people away, I'm good at that.
Yeah, if in the event that I ever make a movie, Mark, I'll have you on speed dial for sure.
Please, I did a few more, but I've forgotten all of them. I can't even remember them.
And seriously, I think you could probably write a book just with the experiences you've had. I would read it too. So
my extra jobs.
Oh yeah, I mean it's it's something that people I don't think they think about a lot.
I remember one time I had to be like a guy in a club dancing, and I can't dance, so I just started like moving my way to the back of the crowd. So I think like in I think it's called Good Deeds. You can see me like shuffling to the back because I'm like, I do not want to be up doing this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but that's it, man. That was not a bunch. I don't remember, dude. I got off on a tangent. I would have loved to have been an extra in this and like working with her.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would have been. I'm trying to think of. I guess. Okay.
What would be the next scene to be an extra in this film?
I think where either one of us would get cast would be in the sort of nerve center of the video game company.
Yep. Just looking at the computer.
Yeah, and I mean, you've got all those. It's mostly young men, and
yeah, it's all young men, right? It's a bunch of dudes.
Yeah. Actually, I think there might be a girl or two in some of the conference room scenes, but I'd have to look to be sure. But yeah, and I mean, again, getting back to the movie, I love how Paul Verhoeven comments on incel culture, but again, he's like taking the power away from the anonymous commenters on social media, kind of, because he makes the ultimate the guy who spreads the viral video, which is a very nasty sort of
yeah, I mean
tentacle rape via video game character kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out not to be the person who it's painted out to be, like the kind of the aggressive jerk who's butting heads with Elle kind of creatively. It's the nice guy. It's the guy who you wouldn't think, he was like, oh, I made that, but someone got a hold of it and spread it all over the place.
Do you think he made it for his private view? He was probably showing that guy, like, hey, look what I made. But he seemed to have a fascination with her.
Yeah, it's like there was this weird almost, I would almost call it like a maternal thing going on. Like he was looking at her kind of as a mother figure. Even though he's the one who takes her out to he's the one who has the gun too. He has gun experience, so he takes her out to the shooting range, which is also kind of funny because it's kind of like he would be the wimpy, nerdy guy with glasses in the Hollywood version of this movie, but he's Like, oh yeah, no, I know how to shoot. I got a gun.